Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to Near Disney. It's the Wednesday show where we go over all things that are happening within a 25-mile radius of Cinderella's castle, as far as the real estate market and things going on with the town, of course, the amusement parks, and all things to do with everything that you're interested in. So before we get into that, I'm going to cue the theme song. Fireworks are popping. That means the show's getting on the road. So yeah, normally the Wednesday show, we have our panel of local real estate experts and Disney enthusiasts share the news together. But everyone kind of had some other obligations going on, some other business to take care of. So I'm going to quote Toy Story 5 that came out this week with Jesse saying, "You're stuck with me, partner." But yeah, that will be kind of the first thing I want to bring up real quick. Anyone watching, did you go see Toy Story 5? I think it already had like the second biggest like opening for a animated movie for just for its first weekend, which is amazing. So where did you stand? Did you like it? Where does it rank in your Toy Story ranking? Do you have a favorite character out of the toy box? That was cool. Did you like the new Taylor Swift song as well? And Disney, more broadly speaking, is celebrating Toy Story as well in lots of minor ways. Toy Story 5, Joffrey's Coffee Truck, now at Disney Springs Town Center. So yeah, this Disney-themed coffee truck you might have seen if you're going down. And what's one thing I love about living and working in Celebration, Florida, where our office is located, is let's see if I can get rid of this ad. Great. Is that I mean, we're just 10 to 15 minutes away from Disney Springs, the like sort of outlet mall, downtown. It used to be called Downtown Disney because it was just it's all shops and restaurants, like this huge mega outlet mall place. But basically, it's like a Toy Story themed coffee and tea company truck that is near the orange parking garage entrance to promote the movie that just came out. And it's got some cool stuff on the menu that are Toy Story themed. Basically, freshly brewed coffee, flavored latte, shaken Jamaican, hot cocoa, loose leaf hot tea. But here is the actual menu itself. So you can see they've got the new cast here: Woody in his poncho and the terrorizing iPad Lily there. So that's cool. Just ignore that $4.25 bottle of water, and we'll be good. Uh, but yeah, I thought that was like I said, I actually really liked Toy Story 5. I kind of going in a little bit cynical. We're all kind of that same mind where it's like, do they really need to make another one? But I thought they found a pretty cool angle. I enjoyed it. Definitely let me know what you think. Another big news from this past week is we've kind of seen the first activity on interest rates from the new Fed chair. So yeah, we've got someone who has come in and replaced a new appointment, replaced the old Fed chair. And this week, kind of to some people's surprise, Fed kept rates unchained. But basically, it says nearly half of policymakers would support a hike this year. But we'll keep an eye on things. Basically, it held its benchmark rate steady at the Wednesday meeting as policy members showed growing concerns about things like inflation. Even though we are seeing a wrap up to the international conflict that had also kind of affected instability. So we'll see if that changes any minds or does any shift in the economy. Sorry, I'm getting some pop-ups here. I don't know why. So basically, they just made a short statement, 2-day meeting, saying that yeah, they're actually holding steady. We were kind of anticipating. There's just been so much talk from the administration about possibly prioritizing a rate cut after a while, but basically this reflects the influence of the new chair, Kevin Warsh. So yep, we have a new guy in there now, who was kind of yeah staying the course. So we will keep an eye on that. Want to throw things over to Blog Mickey, really fun site that just keeps track of all things to do with the parks in general. And if you just want like updates on a ride by ride basis, rather than just the major highlights for Disney, that's a good one to also keep an eye on. But basically, they have the haunted houses starting to come up for Halloween Horror Nights. They actually, these things are such extravaganzas. They just top themselves every year. It seems that they actually kind of start earlier, kind of like Black Friday got bigger and longer. Halloween Horror Nights just continues to be more like a seasonal thing rather than like a Halloween centered thing. And looks like Stranger Things season 5 they're capitalizing on that, and yeah, it's a major headway. So Hawkins is coming back to Universal, and this is the end of the road. It's confirmed a new haunted house pulling from the final chapter of Netflix's biggest series, dropping guests into the last fight in the Upside Down. So Stranger Things season 5 haunted house lands on both coasts is a partnership with Netflix. So basically, the Upside Down is the spooky area that just is like the sort of bad under Alice in Wonderland place in the Stranger Things universe, where like there's really just all the monsters come from and live. So basically, the barrier between reality and the supernatural is collapsing, and you will make it past an army of demogorgons and the Mind Flayer to defeat Vecna, hopefully once and for all. So that's fun. Oh, I think they'll. I thought maybe they'd release a little more concept art, but we just get this scary, gross picture of Vecna. But hey, that's just kind of fun. A lot of people, it matters what intellectual properties that they pick for the Halloween Horror Nights attractions, and Stranger Things is going to continue to be a big one as we see the sort of series send off there. So that's a cool one. And as they release more of the haunted houses, we'll keep you updated on that, kind of like we were sharing with you the set list as it came out of the Muppets Rock and Roller Coaster. And let us know if anyone got a chance to get on that and what you thought of it. How does it compare? Do you prefer the Muppets or do you prefer Aerosmith? Flip things over a little bit back to the real estate side of things. Pending sales offer early look at the summer market. So new pending sales rose year over year in Monday, according to this article from well, Florida Realtors.org, rose year over year in May. Single family pending sales increased 4.8%, while condo townhouses pending sales rose 9%. So offering an early signal of summer buyer activity as mortgage rates continue to shape the market outlook. I mean, this is all going to vary on a market to market basis. Like Celebration Florida right now, we cover that on Monday. We take you through all the new actives, pendings, and solds. We do see solds and pendings are outweighing the actives at this time. There's a lot that's coming off. Maybe we kind of anticipate that it has to do with people who are preparing maybe themselves for that property tax reduction that's going to be voted on in the fall. And some people think that that maybe there's going to be some, especially, it's funny, it's like people want to factor in interest rates, and especially if there's like that little talk that we were hearing that maybe there might even be a hike set for later in the year as a possibility. Some people might want to just be securing the rate now, since maybe there's a little bit less confidence that surely if we wait, there's going to be more cuts. So that's just one thing that might be driving these larger pendings. And yeah, that's also corroborated here with Florida's closed and pending sales increase in May. Record 24,915 closed sales of single family homes, up 0.6% year over year from May 2025. So, yep, the 9th month in a row where closed sales rose. So, yeah, we are starting to see a limited inventory coming in for certain parts of Central Florida. But I do want to share that we have an exciting new listing that we want to talk to you about as far as things that are active on the market. Like we were saying that there's like 70 or less listings in Celebration, the town that was built by Disney, where our studio and our office is located. And, some of that is a good chunk of that is just yet to be built homes in the new construction area. So not even stuff that you can make a contract on and move in now. But on the, shall we say, budget-friendly side, economically priced side, affordability side, We've got a new that just this week listing for a two-bedroom condo in the Artisan Park area of Celebration, Florida. This is 1411 Celebration Avenue, Unit 309. Please enjoy this. It's priced, we just had a price cut to $349,900. Very good. So, I mean, as far as two-bedroom living in Celebration, Florida goes, that is really a gem there. I mean, you saw that you've got this balcony space out there. Not you can't guarantee that with condo living and Celebration. There was a storage unit that had a cage that was on the same level of the home, as you can see right here. Great for just putting stuff that you don't want to keep in the condo. Some people shy away from condo living because it doesn't give them the same kind of storage space that a single family home does. But when you get a storage room like that, and even like the one car garage that we showed you there, yeah, there are like if you went into like say the Mirasol area of Celebration, Florida, a one bedroom condo with maybe just a relatively comparable amount of square footage would be around that 350,000 or more price point, especially if it wasn't renovated. So to be able to get storage unit, garage, balcony space for under 350,000, some people only want to live in Artisan Park by name, like they will, because of the amenities that we see here. They've got their own clubhouse that they get access to as Artisan Park residents. You know, you see it's very beautiful in here. Has its own restaurant, gym, pool, spa, outdoor grilling area. They host community events that are just for the Artisan Park people, and you still get access to all of the Celebration community pools as well. So I think that's a pretty good deal. Just had a price cut to get it under 350,000 for two bedroom, two bath, all on one floor in an elevator building. That once again, that was a 1411 Celebration Avenue, Unit 309. And if you want to see it, real easy to show, you can give me a call. My number's right on the screen here. And I'll kind of use that to jump off into this next article I found from Listing Reports. This is reasons to buy in the summer. And so it's saying here that summer is one of the most popular times to buy a home for good reasons. More homes tend to be available, giving buyers a wider selection to choose from. Now, that's going to depend on the market. That's the one point that maybe like I was saying, inventory just happens to be competitive and limited in Central Florida, especially Celebration, Florida. But I will say that the rest of these, I think, nail it on the head. Two, landscaping and outdoor spaces are in full bloom. Right now, nature is really helping us sell our listings. I'm even tempted to get some like reshoots taken in front of our exterior photos for some of the listings that we've had, because like the crepe myrtle trees in Central Florida, and especially in Celebration, are coming into full bloom right now. So you've just got these lush bushes and trees that are just flowered, and they just couldn't show the curb appeal any better. So now's a great time to put your house on the market with us. And it also, here's a good point, longer days make scheduling easier. kind of like an unspoken rule that like after 5 p.m., like you don't want to maybe ask for a showing because it's going to get dark and people are going to be settled in, and sellers don't even want their house to be shown because it's like, you can't really see. It's all just dark outside and you don't get a sense of the view. It got nighttime at like 9 p.m. last night. That was wild. And so you have a much wider window, especially in those first weeks where there's more demand, to like get people in there and not be worried about it not showing its best. And hey, an evening showing, it actually could be on the cooler side. There's been times, occasionally where someone would come in, they want like a August 1st showing, like the hottest day of the year that they're in town, and then they just judge all of Florida based on that one day, like what. So sometimes it's good to get them in on that cooler hour. School breaks and vacation schedules offer flexibility. Yeah, that's right. I mean, sometimes school and work gets in the way of being able to have buyers have availability to see the home. So that's a good opportunity. If you're listing in the summer, you are making it as easy as possible on your buyers to find you. And then, of course, they can move in and get comfortable before the fall season, or before the school season starts. If they just want their kids settled before starting a new school year, that's why it's good to have your home listed on the market. Because if you're starting to say, "Well, I'm going to wait till like mid-August or early September," it's not that your home can't sell then. Like we'll do our best to sell your home anytime. Feature your video on the channel like we did with the Artisan Park condo. But I will say, make it a little bit easier when you go a little bit earlier. Spring and early to midsummer, that's the sweet spot. Definitely recommend you give us a call if it's something that you're thinking about. Love to go over the market with you. Love to talk about your area, speak to the strengths of your home, the strengths of your neighborhood, and all that good stuff. Just get you taken care of, get you to the closing table, whether you want to be buying or selling. So, I mean, that's just me jabbering away. Normally we have Virginia Carlson or Sue Koptiev here, Neo on the team, but just me tonight. So we're cutting it, a little shorter than the typical half hour. That's all I had. I think I got to everyone's comments. But if you want to just have a more personal question, feel free. Like, my phone number is here on the screen for you, 407-922-0587. Elijah Lewis with Florida Emotion Realty. Happy to get you taken care of. Appreciate it if you hit the like button or subscribe. It really helps get these videos seen by more people so we can grow the channel and they can appreciate the content. Just when we send our people out to film and record areas and create really beautiful showcases of many of the towns and new constructions. So with that, I think I'll throw it over to Kim Hawk, the fairy godmother of real estate, to sign us out. Have a great evening, everyone. And enjoy the sunlight that's still going on. I think you maybe got like a good hour and a half left. Take care.
Make sure that you subscribe and like so that we can continue to give you up-to-date information on all things that are going around the 25-mile radius of Cinderella's castle, because this is truly a magical place.